saying.
And welcome back to another episode of 30 Minutes of Comic Book Chaos.
Chaos.
I am your not so as sick host, I guess, tonight.
As you have been.
Yeah, it's been a rough week. I guess we'll start with you, Stephen, if you want to go ahead and give us the rundown here.
Okay, I'm Stephen Butler. I am a 37-year comic book veteran, worked for Marvel, DC, Dark Horse, Archie, currently working for Archie, Brian Polito, doing a lot of stuff for him. But we do our own stuff with my daughter, Lily, who's also here. We are Duo Publishing. So that's who I am.
Well, that's a good segue. Lily?
Hi, my name is Lily. I am Stephen's daughter. I am relatively new to the comic industry. We're
5 years in.
Yeah. Newer compared to you.
Yeah.
But a bigger percentage of your life than his.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, Tommy.
Thomas Flormonte Jr. Been doing comics since the early 90s. Not as long as Stephen, but a few years shy of Stephen. But do my own Kid Hero stuff at Inferno Studios, and then also co-own the largest comic book printing company in the world.
World.
All right, Andy.
I am Andy Childress of BubbleWorldComics.com, spelled with an X. I hate that I did that before the internet.
Because he's cool like that.
Yeah, Herman the Psychotic Chicken turns 42 in April.
Whoa.
That's one of my first characters. And tonight I'm working on Buttercup, the Hunchback lab assistant, with Merlin the blind deaf bat on top of him. From one of my, I think it's over 200 characters I have in all my strips.
Wow.
And last but certainly not least, Kenny.
Hey. Kenny Duncan. I've been character artist for 25 years. Used to work down in Florida in the theme parks doing it and stuff. And now I'm up here in Wisconsin still doing it. And I don't do anything realistic. I only do cartoony stuff. So I
me too.
Do my own comics online every once in a while. I do product designs and logo designs and all kinds of stuff. As long as it's not realistic, I do it.
Cool.
So what's
totally cool to not do realistic stuff whenever you do the cartoony stuff so good, right?
Well, I can do realistic, but I don't want to, so I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've been doing it so long. I mean, you've built up your own, I'm sure you've got your own clientele, and you don't need to do it, is basically what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean,
plenty of other people doing that stuff.
Exactly. And
make your own niche,
If you're lucky enough to do what you love to do and be an artist, that's one thing. But if you can only do the stuff that you really, really love to do, then you're really, really lucky. And I'm really, really lucky.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I know Kenny from when I'm trying to remember when we were first introduced to each other. Kenny and I drew caricatures out at Disney for a long time. Stephen too for a wee bit,
for a hot minute.
But Kenny and I have worked together for a long time.
Well, I started in spring of 2000, and I
Oh,
probably
wow.
met you. It was June 1st, and I probably met you shortly afterward, Thomas.
Yeah. Kenny's the man.
It was a
Kenny's
Tuesday.
always good. Always love Kenny's cartoons.
Yeah, his stuff had life in it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I ever worked with you, Kenny. At I usually, when I was doing the shifts, I would be at the Polynesian, at the animal one, the one that had the giraffes and stuff.
Animal
And I
Kingdom.
would, yeah, and the different ones. But no, there was the Animal Kingdom. I went there on Wednesdays, and I was always there with Ted. And there was 3 of us there. There was me and Ted and some other guy. But I don't think I ever did a shift with you, or even a gig. I
No.
might have saw you at a gig. You know.
That's very possible.
Yeah.
I did. I was out there a lot with Thomas.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we had some good times. Made fun of a lot of people. While we were
Oh yeah, and it's you're kind of in the trenches there, and you
Yep.
you really start to bond because
Yeah.
you're out there with the public,
Yeah.
which is interesting. But they're also in the elements. So you're out there when it's boiling hot out. You're out there when
all
it's
just
hurricane season. You're out there when it's freezing
Yeah.
cold.
sweating to death.
Let's.
You really get to know each other.
Oh yeah, but for real, let's continue on that thread because that's something I don't think I've ever talked about, but I think it's important. Doing caricatures is a different beast than doing comic books or comic strips. That's much more solitary. Doing caricatures, you have to be engaged with your whoever it is that you're drawing, and you have to be fast. You got maybe what I think Keelan said, you got like a 10-minute window to get your stuff done in,
Yeah,
and
especially the kind of caricatures that we did out at the parks and stuff. So it was almost like, you didn't necessarily need to be able to draw good, but you needed to be able to talk good and be able to entertain, because you were just as much of an entertainer as an artist.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. But it was great. I mean, I went to I dropped out of art school, but I did go for 4 years. But I learned way more in the first couple of years
just doing it. Yeah,
just being a caricature artist, because not only do you learn likenesses, but you also learn to draw really fast. Your compositions get better because you're doing mostly bodies as well as faces. Your line work gets better. Your coloring gets better.
Yeah.
And you also, when we did it, it was before cell phones were a thing as much as they are now. You develop this kind of visual encyclopedia in your head. So if somebody wants to I want to be in a monster truck, you have to be able to pull that up out of your memory and do the best job you can.
Right.
Quickly and as accurately as you can. So it's a great exercise, artistic exercise. Yeah.
It would be like boot camp, I think, to a lot of people that are not used to doing it. I don't think that every artist could do it, to tell you the truth.
I don't think so either.
No, there's we worked alongside a lot of artists who were great artists.
Yeah.
But they couldn't draw in front of people.
Right.
Or they couldn't adapt. That's another thing. You have to be able to adapt. So you have to be able to draw, you can't just go for it and really, really exaggerate. If you've got a little 3-year-old girl that wants to be a princess.
Yeah.
Some artists could not shut that off.
Right.
So they would go for it. Like, no. You can't do that,
Our job wasn't to, at least the kind of characters that we drew out of Disney. We weren't supposed to be making people cry. That wasn't that wasn't our goal.
That was that other dude that works over at the SeaWorld, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know who I'm talking about. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, we know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
We had several folks that could not figure out, how not to make people cry, how to balance in between there, trying to draw, because you still got to like what you're doing, but you got to be able to,
What do you mean by make them cry? Like draw them ugly or just call them names or what?
Well, that would be one thing.
Yeah, no, we had some folks that really wanted to exaggerate stuff in such a way where it's Now, Kenny and I would laugh at a lot of people. We would go, man, that's a fantastic drawing, right, Kenny? We would go, look, you're killing it. You're drawing a really good drawing, but you're fixing to get punched in the face is what's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your job is to flatter, I remember going over to Ted's house one time, ate dinner with him, and he took me up to his he had a studio upstairs, and he said, "Look at this," and he brought out a box, and it was full of rejects. I said, "What?
Yeah.
What is that?" He said, "Oh, it's when people don't like it and they give it back." And I'm like, "Do they pay for it?" No. You either do it again for them or you just eat it, And he said, "I don't have one in here for you yet." But he said it in the way like, "Oh, it's coming."
Oh,
It is.
they were all coming.
It is,
Yeah.
and that's what, if you're going to get into doing caricatures, and really, I mean, working with any kind of clients, you have to realize that that's going to happen. There's a percentage of time where you are going to get rejected.
Yeah.
And as long as you're prepared for that, you'll be okay. But if you let your ego get in the way, or you let it hurt your feelings, then you're not going to make it.
Yeah, this is not a job for thin-skinned people, that's for sure.
Exactly.
No, it's not.
I do care.
Not if you want to make money.
Yeah, Andy, I remember John Reed telling me that you and him did caricatures at certain events.
We did. Inky
together.
the Clown got us set up and paid good. And it was Family Dollar doing their warehouse picnic for the employees and their family.
I gotcha. So they paid you, and you just did them. You just cranked them out.
Yeah, they paid us $500 to sit there for 3 hours and just draw.
Yeah.
And I never knew how fast I was. So one day, one of the times I counted my paper and knew how much time it was. And it turns out I was churning them out in 3 minutes.
Oh, Lord.
I did not.
So that was just black and white.
black and white.
Next
Yeah.
shoulders up.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But it was like, get as many done as you can get. And I didn't know, I'd never timed myself. So I was just curious.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's about as fast as you can go without losing quality. You know?
Yes.
Yeah, you still got to get a
wanna
little
go
bit
much
of a
faster
license
than
in
that.
there.
Yeah, I just, but I hate doing the fast stuff, just turning it out. I'd rather spend 10 minutes.
There was some gigs that Kenny and I for sure did that where it's like it didn't matter, just crank them out as fast as possible.
Yeah, that's right. Because we got a line of about 300 people, and we've only got about 5 artists.
Yeah,
And we've only got about 20 minutes to go.
That's right.
That was funny. The last one I did, we had to get a different, they got a different second caricaturist that came out of wherever it was, Tennessee. And I was so fast that people would get out of his line, come get one from me, and then jump back in his line.
Wow.
So
That's wild.
So who's everybody drawing tonight?
I am
Really?
drawing
Okay, go ahead.
Buttercup. Oh, I'm drawing Buttercup, the lab assistant to Mad Scientist in my Going Batty comic strip. He is not the brightest crayon in the fork drawer. Let's put it that way.
You still got crayons on your mind, don't you, Andy?
Oh yeah, I know.
Speaking
Bill?
of crayons, I know we were talking about who were drawing last week's crayon thing. I finally, I didn't get the color or to draw too much while we were on the show, so I drew afterwards. I found out why I didn't like crayons.
Is that why Brian's not back this week?
Oh, I think we killed Brian. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
he drew
gosh.
he drew the naked Frazetta Barbarian guy.
It was not naked.
He was naked. Who are you doing, Miss Lily?
I'm drawing Moomin, who is a Finnish character, Finnish comic strip by author and illustrator Toe Jansen. This is like Finland's Mickey Mouse.
So he's got like movies and like animation
Yes.
and stuff, but he
with
started out as
novels
a
and comic strips, And then
Okay.
there's cartoons, there's movies, it's like merchandise.
What
It's
is
huge.
he? I mean, is he
He's
just a thing,
he's
a
a troll.
creature,
He's a
He's a-
troll.
a troll?
His name is Moomin Troll. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
So they
Are you
got
sure?
cute trolls in Finland, all right?
Yeah. At least in this author's mind. Yeah. But I really like him.
They didn't want to insult the trolls.
I'm not gonna
You know.
lie, I didn't even know what it was until we started getting the little golden books into the shop.
Love it. Have you been getting them?
Yeah, we've been getting little golden.
Scott
little
Scott
golden books.
carries a
love it.
lot of golden books. They're awesome.
Love it.
Scott is a golden book.
What are you doing, Daddy?
I am drawing a character called Alley-Oop. He's a caveman. Awesome character from I guess he goes way back to like the 1930s, I guess. Created by a guy named V.T. Hamlin, but I don't know if a lot of people even know who he is anymore. Whenever I was little, and I think this was something that a lot of people did, I would cut up these are strips from the paper from like 1980 that I would cut up and collect. I didn't do it. There's some people that have like extensive collections of this, but I just got them stuck here in these books that I have. But yeah, it was real funny. He had a pet dinosaur named Denny. Let's see, where's Denny? Yeah, there's Denny right there. And there was even a song, I think, about it back in the 50s. So anyway, I love Alley-Oop, but he's kind of one of those, like a lot of the comic strip characters that have just kind of fallen through the cracks of history. You know, not a whole lot of people know about him anymore. Not a whole lot of people know about comic strips beyond Peanuts, maybe, you know, and
Garfield,
whatever.
Probably
Yeah, right. But at one time, it was the richest, most prestigious form of cheap entertainment out there.
Well, sure, because I mean, most cities had 2 newspapers.
Yeah,
in them, you know,
right.
And so there were comic strip artists who were super rich.
Oh
had
yeah,
mansions and everything.
yeah. What's his name? A Lil Abner guy.
Cap.
Al Cap. Yeah, he comes to mind.
Not the nicest guy in the world, but
no. And Walt Kelly that did Pogo,
Yes.
a direct precursor to Jeff Smith's Bone.
yeah, absolutely.
Huh.
You didn't know that?
No.
You know, Pogo the possum
Yeah.
was Walt Kelly's strip, and that was straight up Jeff Smith's favorite.
I
So
love Jeff Smith.
yeah,
Next time you come in, I showed your dad last time. I got a bunch of old back issues of Pogo.
Oh, I'd love
Yeah.
to see that. It's awesome. What are you doing, Tommy?
I am drawing. I'm drawing Joe Waterston's Calvin and Hobbes. So
I
that's
love Calvin and Hobbes.
it's because it's when we decided to do this. When this is Kenny's pick, by the way. So if anybody doesn't like it, we can blame Kenny.
Yeah, my fault. I won't get invited back.
I had to pick the one that closely resembles my my Zomboy stuff. So that because it's that same imaginary world when the kids
Mhm.
stuff. So
Perfect.
it worked out perfect for me. I tried to do it more of my Kid Hero cartoony look, and I just kept coming back to just drawing where it looks like regular Calvin and Hobbes. So I'm doing Calvin and Hobbes.
The body proportions are similar, and the head shape and everything.
right.
Yeah.
Now I'm surprised Stephen didn't do Mikey McBean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Mikey McBean is a straight up homage to Calvin and Hobbes.
Yep.
So, and I'm going to be doing more with him. I don't know. I got a lot of irons in the fire, but it's definitely time for Mikey to make a comeback.
A resurgence.
Yeah. Mikey, Kenny Mikey was a comic strip that I did for a local newspaper. And it was basically about a kid that had an overactive imagination. And you saw the strip was all about him going into outer space or him going to a dinosaur world. And the last panel was always what was really happening in the real world.
That's
kind of
great.
thing.
Yep.
Secret Life of Walter Mitty kind of a thing.
Sure.
Oh, so you're doing Bloom County.
I'm doing Bloom County. That was, it's still around.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, he brought it back, and I think he does it for free on his social stuff. But then if you're on his Patreon, you get to see some of his other stuff too. I always loved Bloom County, and so I'm drawing him as Han Solo and Chewbacca.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
Fun.
Yeah, Tommy told us that you like mashups like that.
I love mashups.
Yeah, Kenny's the mashup king.
I am now doing Major Evil with this porta potty time machine.
Porta potty time machine. I can just imagine the sound that it makes, unlike the TARDIS. I could just I can hear it in my brain.
Tiny nicknamed it the Turdus.
The TARDIS.
That's only if the police box is brown.
Perfect.
That's wild.
Captain Geezer is the Space Time Patrol comic strip. Steven, do you remember doing an April Fool's comic strip for me of my Space Rednecks? That time?
Yeah, I still got it. It was like it had something about they were on a planet or an asteroid or something, and they were climbing up, and they said, "Hey, I heard that they had some hot chicks on this planet," and the last panel was this giant chicken that was on fire. That was, it was tweet kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Scott, do you want me to read some of the comments that are coming out?
Yeah, I want to, but if I don't, I might start coughing. So
Yeah, I know.
Do we have a lot? I haven't
There's,
seen.
there's a few. So let me click on them here real quick. We'll get to the first one. So we got Morris Mini Farm Creation.
Hey, Miss Sherry.
She's mine.
Hello.
Hey, Sherry.
Hello, Stephen. Sending hugs from Arkansas.
Yes.
Arkansas.
And then we got Richie Blackman's a fun.
Hey, Richie.
Then we got Tony Puffer.
That's Tony. Yeah. Hey, Tony.
A different number on the back end from last week that says, "Hey, Stephen and Lily." Why is people just tuning into you guys? The rest of us are here too.
All right, I'm gonna leave.
People,
Because I'm the
Richie,
prettiest.
I guess it's Richie Blackman. He says, "Alley, oops, thank you, Stephen." See, another one. For
That was for you, Richie, just to let you know.
yeah, whatever. Mr. No Way Jose, he's one of my buddies from down here, not doing caricatures, but he's one that works with the doing comic books and stuff with. Actually, he and I are doing a show this weekend right around the corner from us in the Orlando area. I'll post something in the thing there.
Oh, cool.
He says, "What's up, comic book brain trust?" And we need to get, and he's a great artist too. We need to get him on the show. So he said he would come on at some point. We got to get him on. Bobby Parker says, "Hey guys,
Hey, Bobby,
get YouTube."
Hey.
But I've been fun. So he's coming in through Facebook. So then I always pronounce his name wrong. Rafe.
That's Rafe. Rafe White. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's why I would have pronounced it. White.
Yeah.
White.
You probably know him. He
Andy,
comes to all the shows.
Andy, so nobody's on here for me or Kenny.
Actually, he's French. It's Rafe.
Rafe White says, "I didn't realize how much Alley Oop looked like Spear from Primal."
Yes.
Well, now you know where he got the influence from.
Rafe says, "Brian ate his crayons." That's right. Brian couldn't make it tonight. We're sorry. He was still a little under.
He's a little waxed out, right?
A little crazy.
Stop.
He can tell the story next time if he wants to tell it.
Yeah.
Rafe said, "Scott is back from his Disney already." Yes, he is. Scott, are you back?
I'm back.
He's back for the cold.
He's back for
For
better.
the most part.
Richie also says, "Alley Oop influenced me to become an illustrator." We got to get Richie on here too. He can come on here for sure.
Yep.
Rafe says, "Surprise, nobody did Bone." Well, somebody kind of did the Bone lookalike guy.
Well, Bone wasn't a comic strip, was it?
No,
It was a
that's
comic
true.
book.
This is supposed to just be comic strips. So yeah, there you go. Rafael, we don't do non-comic strips on comic strip night. Richie Blackman says, thank you. Going down the list real quick here. Mr. No Way Jose says hi again.
Hi.
So
No
hi.
way, Jose.
Yeah.
Well,
Like I said, we'll be at the show next. We'll look at my Facebook page and you can see where we're going to be. It's in right off of Highway 50, which is Colonial here in Orlando, right down the street. Claude Parrish. Do we know who Claude Parrish is?
I know Claude well.
You know
You would know him
Claude?
too if you saw him.
So he's probably writing to you again. He says these people whose boots I'm not fit to lick.
Oh, come on. Claude needs to be on here as well. He's a great artist.
really?
Well, you can lick our boots whenever you want. You're fit to lick
Ah,
This is for me. Bobby says he's here for me. Thank you, Mr. Bobby. We'll see you at CryptoCon. We owe you some drawings.
You'll pay him there. Yeah.
We'll pay you back in drawings.
We got to take our drawings to him, right?
Yes, make sure we bring them. Make sure y'all
Yeah.
bring them. We'll make sure Brian brings his along with him. See you guys soon, says Rafe. All right, that was all the ones so far. If any more pop up in there, but we need it before we get too far. I want to, Kenny, tell us about you opened up a new shop because you're doing a Muppet type. Are we calling them Muppets?
I did. I opened it up just yesterday. I wanted to have kind of an online place where people can get some of my stuff. And one of the things that I've been doing recently is sculpting things in 3D, like on Nomad Sculpt, which is a great program. And then 3D printing it. I got a 3D printer. I went down that rabbit hole. And so I've been selling my sculpts on it. It's only been open for about a little over a day right now. And it's doing gangbusters. What's that?
You've been killing it. It's been great.
I'm going to have to get another printer. I guess I'm not going to be able to keep up, which is great news. News. So
good problem
the
to
stuff
have.
I'm doing right now is just kind of Muppety stuff because that's kind of one of the things I'm into. But I'll have other stuff up there as well eventually.
And what's the link to that? What is it?
The easiest way to do it to remember it is to just go to kennydurkin.com. And then you can go to my store, and there'll be a link through the store.
Cool.
Awesome.
So, Lily, where can we find more of you if we're looking for you?
Find me. I'm Lily Butler on Facebook, and I'm Flowering Lily on TikTok and Instagram.
And are you going to be at PensaCon coming up in a couple
Yes,
weeks?
I will be at PensaCon, and then
I don't believe it. I will be
You'll be raking in the dough.
Hey, somebody else need to get back on.
Don't be
here,
taking.
Dave Baines joined in.
Do what?
Dave Baines joined in. He's somebody else we need to get on here.
Yeah, he wants to come on. He wants to be part of this. So yeah, we need to get him.
There, Dave.
Yeah.
Stephen, where can we find more of you, Mr. Steve?
Stephen Butler Studios on Facebook and Instagram, and I think it's Stephen Butler Studios on YouTube, right? I got a YouTube channel, and that's pretty much it. I got a TikTok, but I don't know how to work it, so that's you'd have to ask my kids about that.
Them dang kids.
Yeah.
Mr. Andy, where can we find more of Mr. Andy?
Mr.
We
Andy
said this
is
already,
at,
didn't
Bubble World Comics, COMIX.com, and it has links to all the stuff I do. On my Patreon, you can read for free every month my digital comic magazine that is full of comics like Space Rednecks and Quick Appliance Repair, Mississippi Swamp Dragons, Dawn of Time, which I've combined them all to Backwoods Mississippi. They're all part of the Backwoods Mississippi comic now.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's cool. You can find me, Thomas Formonti, over on Facebook. That's an easy place to look for me. I've also got no, that's it. Facebook. That's
Everybody can go on the 30 Minutes of Comic Book Chaos Facebook page, like it, join it, Remember?
Absolutely. Yeah, you guys
Subscribe.
you're watching, try to jump over to the Facebook page because we need 100 likes on the 30 Minutes of Comic Book Chaos on the Facebook page, and we can start streaming.
Sometimes